Hello students, in this video we'll see an application of Bayes' theorem to compute a conditional probability. In this problem we have three cards. We have a card where the front is maize and the back is maize. We have a card where the front is blue and the back is blue. And we have a card where one side is maize and the other side is blue. So we have these three cards. And we're given in the problem that you select one of these three cards and you place it down and the maize is face up. So the front is maize and the back could be maize, or the front could be blue and the back could be maize. So we're asked the question, find the probability the other side is blue. So let's let MM denote the events we picked. The maize. Let's let BB be the event we picked. The blue. BM, the event we picked. The maize and blue card. So we have three possibilities over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let M be the event. The front, or the top card, is maize, and that's given to us. So what we're after is the probability of having a blue on the back given a maize on top. Now what we can do is we can write this using the law of the definition of conditional probability. This is the probability that there's a blue on the back and a maize on the front. And the only way that's going to happen is if you pick the maize and blue ball. So this event is really just the event BM, all divided by the probability that the maize was on top. So as we mentioned, the top probability is just the probability of B and M over probability of maize on top. And so now what we have is we can write this. The probability of B and M is 1/3, so this will be a 1/3 on top. And then we can use the law of total probability in the denominator. The probability of M on top, so the probability of maize on top, is the same as the probability of maize on top given the maize selection times the probability of the maize selection plus the probability of maize on top given a maize and blue times the probability of the maize and blue ball, or the BM ball, and then plus the last probability, and that last probability will be the probability of maize on top given two blues times the probability of two blues. Now over here in this probability is 0, because if you have a blue on the front and a blue on the back, there's no possibility for the maize on top. So this probability is 0. And now we look over here, the probability of a maize on top, given that you have a maize, is equal to 1. So this will be, the top is still going to be 1/3. 1/3. And then the probability of a maize is 1/3. And then times the probability of a maize on top given a maize is 1, because that happens all the time if you pick a maize. And then you have the probability of the maize on top given maize and blue. So what that is, times the probability of maize and blue, so that's a 1/3. And then times 1/2, because if you pick the maize and blue card, you have a 50-50 chance of having the maize on top. So the 1/3 cancels everywhere, and you have a 1 plus 1/2 in the denominator. That's 3/2. So taking the reciprocal of this, we see that we have 1 over 3/2, or 2/3 probability of having a blue on the back, given that a maize was selected on the top. Thank you very much.